Hello. I think I'm live. I'm live. Yes. Hello. Hello there. So I'm back sooner than I expected. I did a live the other day and doing some card readings for those who showed up. So it's nice to be back in. I didn't expect to be, but I've just had this feeling that I need to come in live and share with you about opening the gateway to conception. So you may or may not have seen the posts or the emails. It's just 3 days of a flash sale, and it ends today. So yes, it's been on for 48 hours. So opening the gateway to conception. I just feel that there's a couple more that might be drawn to it. So yes, just here. In case whoever's meant to hear it is hearing the message, because it will be something you're drawn to or not. And if you're not, totally and utterly fine. If you are, I just feel that those who are drawn to this are very much drawn to that more ancient, mystical. They know that they have a deep connection with the earth somewhere, even if they're not feeling it right now. That there's something that something that you need to discover, heal, whilst being in the energies of something a little bit different. This is a completely unique program. I've never seen anything like it. So opening the gateway to conception came about when I had this vision from Spirit Baby to go to Stonehenge, and something was there for me at Stonehenge, and I was there to do whatever it was. I didn't know. And then I spoke to Alison Shalou, my friend, colleague, and fellow Spirit Baby medium and author as well. And I'd seen this vision of her, doing this ancient ritual, this ceremony. Alison's very much about the ancient rituals, and it's called wrapping or closing the bones, where it's about honouring you as the mother. And what Spirit Baby said, we don't only do this for women who have become mothers in this lifetime. When we do this together, we will be honouring the energy of the mother across all lifetimes. So I got in touch and said, how do you fancy going on a little road trip? And she said, when she was in Glastonbury, she was told by Spirit Baby that she was to bring mothers there, and they would receive healing from Glastonbury. And then we both had an Avebury thing going on. So we're like, right, we're going on a sacred sites tour. And we were due to do an in-person retreat, but it didn't work out that way. And we knew why as soon as we got to Stonehenge, because we were greeted by the crows. Yes, all of nature is very, very much behind this new wave of souls that are coming in, and it really is a new wave of souls. And this crow said, look around, how many crows are there? And I'll share the message from the crow in afterwards. How many crows? There's a bird here for every baby waiting to come in. Attune the women to this frequency, and you will see swathes of baby souls arriving like you've never seen before. And we looked around, and there were so many crows. So then we knew why we weren't able to run the retreat, because that's only a small amount of women, and it was meant to be something that we were creating for online for many women who were drawn to it. So some amazing experiences. We had a good time on the road trip, of course, but there were some amazing experiences at Stonehenge. I was taken under the stones, not physically, of course, but under the stones energetically, and shown like a whole other world in the earth. Now, these sacred sites were used as gatherings for fertility rituals. So they used to gather there to honour the Mother Earth, to honour the woman, to honour the sun, to honour the moon, honour nature, very much about welcoming in new souls and creating, like, opening up fertility. So we were shown these gatherings. It's like we were there. I was when I was in Avebury, I put my hand on one of the stones, and it immediately started showing me all of these images about what used to happen there. So if you are drawn to this program, then you are very likely there at some point in time in your past lives, or you have a memory of being involved in fertility, not just being a physical act, but something very ancient, something very honoured. I was shown the masculine kind of walking around the space, honouring the women, how the babies were honoured, how the souls were honoured and called in. So so much stuff. And at Avebury I was also invited to lie on the ground, and this just isn't me. That's, you know, should or shouldn't not be, I don't know, but the, you know, just lying on the ground, I thought, well, that's a bit hippie and weird. But anyway, there wasn't many people around, so I kind of got over myself and did that. And what happened next was absolutely amazing. So just this connection from the belly, from the navel, and all the way down, lifetime upon lifetime, reconnecting with the placentas that we have been in, or the energy of the placentas. So if this is not making sense to you, it's not for you. But the placenta, they discard it these days. It's as if it's nothing. But this is your twin. It's like your twin soul. It's like the energy of your connection with all things. And so at Avebury, we were connecting down and down and down through all the lines, through the mother line, and to Mother Earth, so you can really feel grounded into yourself, very connected, bringing all those parts of you that may have felt wounded, that may have received hurts, that contain gifts and joyful experiences as well. So yeah, some really incredible experiences. And at Glastonbury, the water, the Divine Mothers were there. They came through with a really powerful message. The roses were talking, so it's all about Mother Nature, the earth, you reconnecting with your very ancient self, who knew the connections, who knew the energy around everything, that everything is energy, and we are co-creating with everything, your babies, your partners, your donors, your the earth herself. So it really is for those of you who feel that connection to the ancient, who want to remember being honoured, who want to remember the sacredness of bringing in new life, actually, because, you know, women have been devalued, fertility has been medical, you know, it's just been taken over, it's been taken away from the power of you as a woman, who is the only one. Nothing is birthed without Divine Mother, without the womb, without you, the woman. Okay, life, babies, projects, businesses. You know, you are the birther of these creations. That is your power. That is, isn't that just so incredible that you are able to, the only one able to, invite in and be the alchemist that helps energy become form, and then nourishing that form, nourishing the energy of that soul, and then birthing that new consciousness, that new life into the world. And this seems to have been forgotten, as if it's just a physical act. So this program really has got lots of deep healing meditations, connecting you with the land, with yourself, healing those times you've been a mother many times before, and any experiences that haven't been honored or resolved. This is like it brings all of that together, so you feel more free, that so you're not holding on to any unknown previous pastime hurts and experiences, that you are being honored for you as the mother, so your own mother energy can feel safe to expand, to open. You access your conception energy. There's meditations in there if your partners are open to joining in with that and healing. If it's a male partner, their relationship with the mother themselves. You can bring in the energy of your donors if it's sperm donor. If you're not in partnership, you're healing your own feminine and your own masculine energy. So this is very much about balance, partnership, really coming back to the ancient, how it was revered, how women were revered, how fertility was revered, which isn't so much these days. So if you're drawn to the ancients, if you're drawn to the honouring, and coming back to, you know, the roots of, oh my gosh, life, creation, then this program is for you. There's womb healings in there. There's transmissions. There's messages. There's journaling if you're open, if you like journaling through the questions. But it's like a journey, and you can take yourself off on retreat and listen to it over the 2 days and feel that, or just take your time with it, see what you're drawn to, but you really feel like you're on a journey. And that's the feedback that we've received from the women who have been on the program as well, is that you feel like you're there, you feel like you're connected to those ancient sites and connected to yourself and your ancient selves, your past selves. So deeply healing, beautiful content for you to be in your own time. But we do have a Facebook group, so it's not busy, you don't have to say anything, it's just there as support that Alice and I can pop in if there's any questions or any issues. So you'll be invited into that, and I guess every 3 months I would do another live, like free live, where we come in and ask questions, do a meditation, see how you're getting on, that kind of thing. So yes, it's an online course, but we are very present, always present as you need us to be, shall we say. So do take a look. We went there last June. This all happened last June and last solstice. So in honor of solstice and the beautiful energies and the portals, stargates, even if you don't know what that is, just energy opening. And on Saturday just gone, I was taken up to such a high dimension. And just met so many incredible souls who are waiting to arrive. There's joy, there's excitement, there's no question of, do I want to come, do I not want to come? You know, this is their own timing as well, right? So your timing, their timing, the great divine plan's timing. It's about being in connection with yourself, being in connection with your babies, being in connection with the miracle that is creation. One of Rose's messages in my book was about sacred conception, and I wasn't prepared for that, so I don't know if I can find it quickly or not. Let's have a look. But basically the summary of sacred conception is, do you think that receiving your baby into the world is only going to be a ripple for you and your family? No. When new energy, new consciousness arrives and bursts onto the world, how many people are they going to meet that they're going to have an impact on? And they're the people that they've met that then go on to meet other people, the impact, the ripple. Every birth is an expansion of the universe. That's what I've been told. And that makes perfect sense to me, because the universe is always expanding and learning about itself and new consciousness, new frequencies. So every one of you is precious. Every one of you is exactly where you're meant to be. Just as your babies are preparing to arrive and making their preparations, making their choices about, they've already chosen you. They're choosing the coding in the eggs and the sperm. They're choosing their locations. They're choosing everything. And just as you chose everything, you were also in those preparations at some point in time, many times in many lifetimes. So it really is a massive, massive picture. But if we bring it back to the here and now, bring it back to you the woman, this is about honouring yourself, honouring yourself as a mother that you've been in lifetimes before, honouring any hurts. It also goes into the ancestral, because many of us have gone, okay, I'm going to put a stop to that, enough of that pattern, enough of that trauma that we've been carrying. So we're also letting go and healing our ancestors, as well as ourselves, as well as our future children. This is how precious you are. This is how important you are. And this is why you're here, as part of your role, as part of your soul choices too. I don't know where it's taken me. I was talking about opening the gateway to conception and gone off on a whole bigger picture stuff, but it is bigger picture, and it's time for us to honor just how much of a role we're playing. And it may not feel that massive because what's going on in your life may feel, enough. But just to have even a little seed in your mind of, this isn't just me in this moment. How I'm feeling in this situation is not the situation. I'm not feeling this because this is what's happening in this moment. Those feelings, those beliefs, everything you're going through is showing you what's happened in previous times. It's been there for a very, very long time. So healing those hurts, looking and exploring, being curious. Why do I feel the way I feel? Why is this happening? You're finding your answers, and as you find your answers, you're finding yourself. Find you, find us is a very consistent message from Spirit Baby. And last night in a one-to-one session, and I'll be opening up my one-to-one sessions in July for soul plans, for sacred conception, for baby loss, or the whole thing. If you wanted to really go on your own soul's journey and your baby soul's journey, they'll be opening in July. But last night with a client, a beautiful woman, in the sessions, it's been a bit unusual. We think we're looking at stuff in this lifetime, and actually we've gone to a past life, we've taken into a future life, and we were asking the babies, why was it important for her to go on those journeys and not just be looking at this lifetime? And the baby said, how can you understand and recognize us as more than when you don't know yourself as more than? When we are, they're such wise, they're our babies, when they're here, they're in our arms, they're our babies. But on soul level, they are huge, massive, wise, incredible beings that are bringing so much to the world. They're multidimensional, as are you. So how can we recognize and remember and see them, know them and understand who they are if we're not open to understanding that about ourselves? So that was a little reminder, and perfectly timed for me to talk about when I'm talking about opening the gateway to conception, is recognizing yourself, that you have lived many lives. Not all of them are going to be you as the princess and the queen having a wonderful time. There's going to be other lifetimes where there's been a lot of growth through pain. We all know the history of patriarchy and how women have been treated and suppressed because of the fear of the power of women in their ability to create. And nothing is created without that. New life is not created without the woman. So there's an underlying fear there. That's another big picture thing. Anyway, I've totally gone off on one. I could talk about the bigger picture for a long time, but I won't. I'll bring it back to this program, honoring your mother energy from you're already a mum. You're connected to your babies. You feel them in your space, or you just feel this kind of desire to be a physical mum in this lifetime. Or if your baby wasn't able to say, of course you are a mum. And the babies say, just because we're not physically here, our love is exactly the same. Okay, so that's for us to get our heads around. So you are already a mum. You have been a mum in many, many lifetimes. And so opening the gateway to conception reconnects you, heals any lifetimes where there's been some mother wounds, some hurts, for you to be honoured and feel safe to open into your mother energy in this lifetime, and to really get a sense of your conception energy. You are the portal, you are the gateway, the only gateway that allows energy to come into form, and to birth that form into the world, in the form of your beautiful babies. Okay, so yes, it's on half price. It's usually 222. It's 111, and as I said, the support is there in a Facebook group if you need it. And when we're able to, we'll come in live and just check in, see how you all are. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I've gone on a bit, but whilst I'm here, let's have a message from Rosa. It's my book. I use it like an oracle. What does she want us to say? Okay. Okay, so it's if you do have my book, it's page 112 and 113. Rosa on eggs, sperm, creation and choice. So just that small topic. Okay. The energy of the egg is weakened by the constant abuse of the woman. Whether this is by their own thoughts that they are defective, or whether it is a lifelong battle to feel strong in themselves, a person in their own right, an energy that has boundaries and knows to stand in their own power. A woman who is loved equals an egg who is loved. Okay, so opening the gateway to conception helps heal that, not just in anything around, and those kinds of issues, and you feeling empowered. It really brings it back to lifetimes. It's deep, deep healing. What else is calling me in this? The egg is also weakened by the life of the woman's mother. Did the mother wish to become pregnant? What does the mother think of her child? Did the woman as a girl feel wanted or not wanted? If she didn't feel wanted, is it then wrong to want a child of her own? All of this affects the egg because it is an energy that affects you, the woman. So what is carried in the person is carried in the egg. There are no limits to the coding that is held in an egg, and so the information held in the egg can be limitless. It is the coding of the sperm and the beliefs of the sperm and the DNA of the sperm that will mix and match to match the exact same frequency as demanded by the child who is to fill the embryo. So for those of you who receive the donor egg and donor sperm, it is for their baby to make the choice as to which egg and sperm within the infinite possibility they contain, and also within the parameters of what's possible for the human mum and dad to access and align with, accept and hold in their bodies and lives. Okay, so quite a direct. That's a big message, and not to create. If I was like, oh my God, it's me, I'm not looking after I'm looking after myself physically, am I looking after myself emotionally, what am I doing, am I affecting my eggs? No, that's not the message. It's not to create fear, it's not to create I'm not doing enough, I'm not good enough, none of that. It's just to recognize how your emotions and your experiences in this lifetime and others can affect your fertility, can affect the quality. So it's nothing that you are doing or not doing. It is purely your life experiences, your own soul's choices and journey to come back from those places where you may not have felt in your power, where you may not have felt worthy, to come back to that place of being at least open. We're not here to heal everything. Who knows if that's possible in one lifetime, but we've been spending lifetimes coming back to that place of feeling whole. So yeah, it starts now. Okay, I'm going to start. Just when you breathe, imagine breathing love into your eggs, into your follicles. Imagine breathing that love in, and I even imagine little mouths on the ovaries, for example, I see them breathing, and I see them breathing in golden light. So there is no blame. There is nothing you have or haven't done. It is where you are now. It's your life experiences that you are now being asked to rise into more of that, rise out of that. Not that there's anything wrong or need fixing. It's purely about you recognizing, I'm more than. I've had all these experiences and I'm still here. I've had all of these experiences and I'm still coming from love. I've had all of the experiences and I'm still amazing. I'm still precious. And I can do this. Okay. Yeah, and all about soul's choices. So you can have a go at your soul at some point. Why did you choose this? Because we certainly wouldn't choose it on a human level, would we? Okay, just what else is she saying about this? She's saying above all else, there is very little margin for error in the choices that your babies are making in terms of in terms of the coding they're choosing within egg and sperm. There's always healing to be done, and so feel these emotions and thoughts is so important. Don't shy away from them. Be curious as to why they are there. They are your access point to clearing out the junk you don't need, healing and honoring what you have been through, who you are as the woman, and discovering the light and truth of you within it all. So bringing love to those parts that feel hurt, bringing love to those emotions that feel uncomfortable. They're just hurt, they're wounded, they need love. So you, with your beautiful light in your heart, breathing love into the pain. This is possible. This is what you can do. An egg that feels strong and loved is the reflection of the woman who carries her, as it is for the man. Slowly, slowly, this is how we build a new earth, knowing all the while everything is already perfect. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Everything is already perfect. You are where you are meant to be. You are growing. You are expanding. You are becoming. You are remembering your truth. Okay, underneath all of these layers that have happened over lifetimes. So I am going to stop talking now, because I'm totally going off off topic, but maybe someone is ready to hear that or needs to hear that. I don't know, take it or leave it. It's entirely up to you. Be very discerning with what feels good for you or not. But of course, do take a look at Opening the Gateway to Conception. I've put the link in the description of this video. And if you feel drawn to the ancient, if you feel drawn to kind of just journeying into those sacred sites, remembering who you are, reconnecting with your ancient selves, healing, finding honouring and finding resolution to any previous hurts from being a mother in other lifetimes, and just feeling safer in yourself. And when you feel safe to create and receive. Okay. I'm going to leave you with lots and lots of love. Please do get in touch. We can always have a free clarity call around anything if you feel that would support you. So, here with love, and take care. All right, take care. Bye.